All right, Matt, let's get into this season. Let's talk about this past episode. On Monday, right off the bat, you sent home Anna and Victoria after you had found out what was going on in the house. Now, before Katie went to talk to you, did you have any idea that all of that was going on and the drama was going on with the new girls and the name calling? Because sometimes I'm like, does Matt maybe have his ear to the door where no one sees him and he's trying to listen but can't listen?
That's a great question. And to be honest with you, I had no idea. Like, I'm finding this stuff out real time. And it's like everyone's watching it like in parallel. I'm just living this linear life of like everything's like dandy. And then when she comes out, Katie, and has this conversation with me, I'm just like, wait, what? And then I had that conversation with Brittany at the beginning of the cocktail party. I was just like, damn. Like, as someone who doesn't have a sister or like doesn't have a daughter, like if someone was speaking about a woman like that in my life, like that, like rumors like that can ruin your reputation, like especially when there's no merit behind them. So I felt for her, you know, that's a tough position to be in. And it unfortunately, it made that next decision that much easier when people are doing things like that. You can't have people like that partaking in the journey because you make the environment not inducive of sharing. You know, people aren't going to be open to sharing, and you're not going to get to know these women the way you'll need to get to know them to make an informed decision on if this is someone you could spend the rest of your life with. So I don't think Anna's a bad woman at all, but I think that there was a lapse in judgment that cost her, more time with me. So,
did it feel like Anna was at least a little remorseful when Victoria maybe wasn't? Because at least from what we saw, it didn't seem like Victoria was very remorseful.
Yeah, and that was what I picked up on right away, and that's why it was sad when I was walking Anna out, because we've all been in situations where it's like, yo, I OD'd. Like, I did something that I probably shouldn't have said. And like in that moment, like you want to show them grace, but at the same time, it's like there's women here who aren't saying and doing things like that I need to focus my time and energy in those relationships. And then
Victoria really just let you have it at the end there.
You know what? I had nothing. Like I couldn't give anything because there was nothing to give at that moment. I was so drained from just dealing with all that night that I was just like,
bye. Peace.
I had nothing else.
Yeah.
What are your, obviously everybody wants to know the answer to this question because Victoria was talked about a lot this season. You know, she was deemed as a bully. She was calling girls names. She caused a lot of drama. Watching it back, do you feel like you missed out on a lot of stuff that these girls were seeing with Victoria, or did you see that while it was happening as well?
You know, I didn't see a lot of it. You know, when you're, this is going to sound weird, when you're dating 30 women, you really have to be hyper focused every time you're having a conversation with somebody, because if you're thinking about your one-on-one you had with Bree and Sarah and Michelle, then you're not going to be attentive and in the moment to hear everything that Rachel has to tell you. And that's a disservice to her, and it's a disservice to the whole experience for everybody. So I'm so focused on the conversations that I'm having in the moment that I really have no idea what's going on outside of that. So when I'm hearing this, I'm like, how did I miss this? And then I'm watching it back. I'm just like, there's no way I should have missed this. But it's because I'm so locked into these relationships and I'm trying to make sure there's not something I'm missing in this one-on-one, in this cocktail conversation, and this after party conversation that is going to take our relationship to the next level. And I'm not thinking about like, I wonder what Victoria's talking about.
Yeah,
like the
right.
Right.